Stock Tip. Best Stock Setups.
Welcome, I'm Marcel Todia, and this is today's daily update from Stock Tip. Last week we've closed pretty undecisive, and the reason you will see it in the intraday charts, namely in the 15-minute chart. Although the chart may seem pretty good and may seem pretty bullish right now, there still remains the question if the correction or the crash is over, or if you're going to get a rally, or if this was just a bounce and now you're up for the second round. Why am I saying this? Because if you take a look at the 15-minute chart, we had a nice day on Friday, so I personally am short here. So I opened my short, I think, here, and I've taken my first profits here, and I was just about to get close when the markets in the last hour of trading turned on Friday, turned again south. So that's the reason I think the markets are still indecisive, and that's the reason I still can't say for sure if we are mid in a rally, or if this is a continuation of our crash. So a far better example is perhaps the Nasdaq. If you take a look in the Nasdaq, this was our big trend line here since the beginning of the crash, or mini crash, name it however you want, and on Friday we managed to go above it, and the 45 minutes we've turned back down with huge volume, and we've closed in slight minus again. So that's a negative. This would make for an outside reversal here in the intraday chart. If this is going to be reflected in this week's movement, I don't know. Another thing to consider is this Hankman here, this Hankman Formation. Take a closer look. So this is a classical Hankman Formation. You see here an uptrend, and then a gap up, opening here, a small test, then a move down, and we go up again, but we still close in minus. So this is almost always when you see this after a small uptrend or bigger uptrend, almost always this would mean short-term a negative movement. So almost always. And if you combine the two of them, so the 15-minute chart with this small outside reversal, and the daily chart respectively here, an outside reversal also, it just begs the question if you are going to test 340 in the Nasdaq again or not. And if you do test in the Nasdaq, then we are bound to test it in the SPY. Also, the IVM is also not looking that promising either. We are still very much down here, so we are still very down since the beginning of the crash. Let me measure it. I think we still are 18% down, so we were at the maximum of 22%, and we are still 18%, perhaps more. Yes, we are still 19% down, so we've barely recovered anything. So those are some things to take into account, and those are the things that speak for the continuation of the crash. For the rally, on the other hand, are speaking all the good results here, earnings results of the biggest companies. So Apple had bombastic results here, and you see it outperformed the market in the last week. And then Google had also some very nice results, only that these were sold. Then I think which one again? Microsoft had also very powerful earning results. this chart doesn't look that good, but this may just be a breakout and a pullback, and now there could come the next bounce. So I think all in all the markets are pretty undecisive, and you can't certainly say, okay, the markets are going up or the markets are going down. I think the next few days are going to be decisive, so we have to just wait patiently. And if the markets do decide to turn, then we are going to wait with our watch list, with our freshly tended to watch list, and if that's not enough, I can add and say I've added some 100 scans and setups on our scan list, so just remember to take a look at it on stock-tip.com. You'll find it under stock tip scans. So these are some very promising scans. I won't be able to trade them all because there are 100, so I can't even keep track of them all. They're all nice scans and nice setups, so just be sure to take a look for yourself. One thing though, you will have to subscribe for that. If you'd I still have something for you also for the non-subscribed members. I've recently posted this week's video with 4 free setups. Take a look, maybe there's something for you inside. So back to our video. So how are euro to US dollar, this pair here, how is it doing? Well, we've pretty much broken out of our trend canal here. I've taken a small hit because I didn't expect this candle here and I wasn't at my desk. The last time I looked, we were on the negative side here, and then 1 or 2 hours later we were already that much high. So this was the lowest point of my week, but we are pretty vertical here, so I do hope we are going to get a nice pullback so that I can close my position still with a little profit. So that's what I hope for, at least. If you're going to consolidate here for 1 or 2 days and then break out above 1.15, then I think I'm going to change my position in euro again, and that's all. Then I'm going to close with a little hit. This was the first negative I've had yet in more than a month, and I think I can do with it. So oil has also outperformed the market yet now for the last month or so, and it's nearing its now the last resistance line here. If you're going to touch the resistance line and make a small outside reversal, then I am interested in a short trade here, but we will have to wait and see. On the other hand, if we do consolidate here a couple of days, a week or so, and then break out, then that would definitely be a nice setup for a long trade. Gold and silver pretty much have the same charts here. So this is gold and this is silver. Perhaps not quite the same, but the idea is the same. I think weekly offers a better view. Yes. So the weekly chart is something you could trade. I'm definitely against small short swing trades, so to say. So short-term swing trades here in gold and silver, because of these major gaps you keep getting. So here, from here to here, from from here to here, from here to here. That's not something for me, but a weekly chart seems to be something nicer to trade there. So if you break out in the weekly chart, then it may be an entry for me also, but I won't be taking both of them. If I am going to take one, then I think gold is looking a little better at the moment. Okay, and now for the discussion. So I'm still left with a couple of trades in my portfolio with 3 open positions. So the short here on the Nasdaq, on the SPY, the short here on the SPY. Like I've said, I opened this short here. I've taken my first profits here, and I was about to get closed on Friday, but my position survived to see another day. All in all, I am still in profit because I've taken my profits here, and that's the reason my trade is still successful and remains successful whatever it is. Like I said in the beginning of today's video, we need to wait and see in which direction the market is going. It could go either way now. I think the investors or the traders have to decide if they're going long or if they're going short. I don't have anything against a new short here until we reach the next support line, and then a new push up. And I think this is mainly that's the same what we've seen here in October. So it is very possible to get something like this. So here in October, we've had a crash, a pullback. We could have also said the same thing here. So I will draw it from here. Yes, makes a bit more sense. Pullback, we went slightly above the line, and then we consolidated a bit, and then we retested the lows again, and then a nice pullback again, and then so a nice bounce again with another pullback, and only after that have we gotten our rally. So it lasted for about a month or so. I think a little more than a month. It started on 8th of December and 8th of September, and it ended on the what day is it here, on the 13th of October. So a little more than a month. So I am curious what is going to happen this week because of my positions, but let's just wait and see what happens. The other positions I have is DVAC. I played it safe this time, and I've decided to take another third of my profits here, so I'm left with only 1/3 in total here, and that's because I see this indecisiveness in the markets, and it's still not the right time. I think it's still not the right time to be all in. Perhaps next week, but I didn't want to have that much money invested on the long side, especially with these swings you see every day, especially after this day, after Thursday. We've had not that much of a convincing candle. It could have just been an outside reversal here, so that's why on Thursday I've taken some profits here, and I'm not upset with that. I still have a third of the position, and if DVAC is going to reach its potential, then I'm still going to make some money out of it, some really nice money. I've already made some money. I've already made 1% portfolio, and if it reaches its full potential, then I'm bound to make I think let me see, I'm bound to make 4% more with just this one third of the initial position. And then I also have Hewlett Packard with a nice breakout here, a pullback, and then the next breakout. I think now comes the next pullback, but it just may be enough. It just may be so that the touch of the 20 will hold. Who's to say? I couldn't take any profits here because my position was pretty much based on the weekly chart. So momentarily I am with a small profit, but not enough to be able to close a portion of the position. Okay, we shall see if this week comes with nicer prices, and if you are bound to go all in again, or at least 60-80%. If you are, then I have the best setups for you. Also, you will also find them on the website stock-tip.com, and these are You shall see them in just a couple of moments.